Hi there folks, Nathan here, hope you're all well and welcome back to unboxing videos here on my channel, where today we have something very special to unbox. Yes, we have indeed another bus, but this is not just any old bus. This is a Minibus or Minibus. Yes, quite a bit smaller than the buses that you see on my channel usually, but basically, to cut a long story short, I'm transforming my fleet of buses. Well, to say my bus collection, I should say. Because I've got far too many Travel West Midlands buses. And it's looking a bit boring. So I'm trying to get different buses with different liveries, different colours, different shapes, different sizes. Just to make it look a little bit more interesting. So we have here an Optare Solo. Just going to take this Christmas hat off a minute. Yes, I've got my Christmas hat on and my Santa t-shirt. Thought, why not? You know, we're getting into December now. Well, that's better. Getting into December now, so I thought, why not? You know, I'm feeling quite festive. Got to try and make the most of it this year, folks. I know it's Christmas isn't really going to be what we're quite used to, what with this and that, but it is what we make it. Anyway, back to this. So yes, this is an Optare Solo Minibus or Minibus, whatever you want to call it. The correct term is Minibus, I believe. I'm not too sure what company this is. I don't know whether it's going to tell me. But I do know that the livery this bus is painted in is a National Trust livery. So it's obviously advertising the National Trust. So, well, without further ado, I don't think there's much to do except get it out of the box and have a look at it. So just before we do, you can just see that there's not really much... Oh, I dropped it. Oh, hang on a minute. That was doing my head in. Not really much to show you. That's the back. There you can see there, look. The National Trust. I'm trying to do this video as quick as I can because it's getting dark. I'm losing daylight here, people. Well, there's the destination and the route number. I'll have a look at that in a moment. I've forgotten what it is. I didn't really look at it when I was thinking it on eBay. I just thought, well, it's a different livery. Let's get it. And it was brand new. It was the only one I could find. It was reasonably priced and brand new. So I thought, well, I'll get it. So we can't really see it with this casing on because it's glaring. So let's get that off. Oh, it's a little bit stiff. Hang on. Do it that side as well. There we go. Quite a cute little case. Now, Dean McFadden, shout out, even though this hasn't come from him, this has come from another seller. I don't know whether you'll want that box. I might give it to my uncle, actually, because my uncle is having my Travel West Midlands Optare Solo. Yes, I have got an Optare Solo, in case you're wondering. But my uncle's I'm giving it to my uncle. Obviously, I asked him first if he wanted it, and he said yeah. So I'm going to give him it, and I'm going to keep this one. So there's a little bit of information there. While you're having a better look at the bus, I'm going to get Grandad Murray's magnifying glass and just have a look. See what it says. Optare Solo Dryham Park Shuttle Bus. The National Trust, Britain's largest conservation charity, conserves places of historic interest and outstanding natural beauty. To encourage people to visit Dryham Park by public transport, the National Trust have introduced a bus service between Bath and the property Dryham Park. Bath and the property. So this is a Bath-based bus. Drytham Park was built in about 1700 for William Blathwaite, I think that is, and still has many original furnishings. The National Trust chose an Optare Solo for the service, which is operated by First Bristol, a member of First Group. Because it is easy to board, has low emission levels, and gives visitors a clear view of the parkland and buses as they descend the driveway. Parkland and house as they descend the driveway. Sorry about that, it's very, very small to read. So that's just a little bit of information for you on the back there. You might want to pause the video and full screen that and have a read through that. I'm sorry that I stammered. I was really finding it difficult to read that. I don't think it's easy, what with the white writing on the grey background. I wish maybe the background had been black maybe, and the font written in white, I might have been able to read it a little bit better. But that's just part of me being partially sighted. You know, I struggle to see different fonts. But I did try for you, so you can't knock me for that. Right, so we'll just pop this beauty down for a moment. And before we continue... Oh, God, this carpet. We've got a little, what I believe is a certificate. If I can get it open. There we go. If you do hear any strange noises in the background, I've got my washing machine going. That's why, obviously, the bedroom door's closed. Okay, so the first thing we've got here, free information pack. I better turn that round actually. Corgi Classics Limited. Just going to cover that. I think that's to do with the Collector Club. I might be wrong. But basically, I think you fill that in and send it off to them, and you might get like updates of new releases or discounts on models. I don't know. So you get that with the box. I'm not going to show you the other side because it's got Corgi's email, address and postcode on, and obviously for their own security, you know, I'm not going to show that. So I'll just put that to one side. Might not keep that, to be honest, but I will keep this. This is just the little certificate. It's a shame. It would be nice if there was a nice picture of the Solo on it. So this is the original Omnibus collection. It just tells you. So this is to certify that this is a limited edition. And his number 0016 of only 2,100 produced. I think that's what it says. I will have a look in a moment while you're having a look at the back. The original Omnibus company. This is to certify that this is a limited edition and is number 0016 of only 2,100 produced. And then on the back, 44107, I believe that's the fleet number of the bus. The National Trust. Okay, so basically it just says what it said on the box. So that'd be nice to keep. I'll keep that. Pop that in there. So that's nice. Mrs. Brown, that's nice. That is very nice. Right. Let's get the bus off the plinth and have a closer look at her. So I'm just trying to tidy up as I go along. I'm sorry if it comes across that I'm rushing. We're losing daylight, people. So the bus is held on by two small screws. So basically all I need to do is just get a crosshead screwdriver and unscrew those. Should be easy. Being careful, of course, to hold the bus in a place where it's not going to break. This can be very fiddly, especially if you can't see what you're doing. I might just have to go off camera just briefly, just so I can allocate the screw. Right. There we go. I think it's coming undone now. Yes, it is very slowly. Very, very slowly. It's coming undone. And there we go. I can feel the bus moving now. They really do screw them down to the base really well. It is loosening. The back wheels are free. I'm just going to do the front. Loosen the front up as well. Goodness me. I did struggle with the last solo, to be perfectly honest. I did struggle with the last Optare solo. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's just very, very difficult. This screwdriver that I'm using is usually really good. I've got to be careful where I'm holding it. This screwdriver usually is really good at undoing all my models, but I think it's these solos. I think they're jinxed. They definitely seem jinxed to me. Well, I've got the back free, so I'm just going to have a go at the front now. Oh. Being careful not to break any mirrors or wheels off. Not like I've done that before or anything. Oh God, these screws are very, very tight. Really hurting my wrist now. Oh, it's come off. Look at that. There we go. Both mirrors are intact. Phew! Dear me, that was a job and a half, that was, to try and get that off. Goodness gracious. Whew. Oh, got a sore hand now. Oh. But here we are. I've got it off. I'm just going to... Ow! Sorry. Yeah, I'm just going to adjust my position. So this is the number X26, I believe. No, it's not. X56. The number X56 to Bath. And so this is a first group bus. Obviously, it's painted in the National Trust livery. It's a shuttle bus. The X obviously means express, so it obviously runs from possibly maybe the town centre of Bath or Bristol, and it takes you to Drytham Park. So yeah, it's quite not really modern looking. It's quite sleek, if that's the word. Huge curved windscreen at the front there. Big bold destination display. Very basic headlight detailing, but that's all right. It's nothing wrong with that. It says Optare on the front. You got the window wipers. The indicator lights underneath, and the number plate moving around to the driver's side. So you can see there you can see the steering wheel in there. And there's the driver's seat. Don't know what that was. Slow down. Very like sleek and curved. A lot of curves to these buses. Don't know whether it's to like enhance streamlining, make it look modern and futuristic. I don't know. You've got the little driver door there, you can see. The National Trust with the logo. Only a few windows on this one, so that one there can open. That's a solid window. So there's something there as well. Drython Park shuttle bus. There's the rear axle. Obviously the wheels are free rolling. If I turn the other wheel, you can see that the axle drives both wheels. Emergency exit there, situated towards the rear, and you've got a little bit of grille detailing there on the side. Coming round to the back then of the bus. Very quite plain and simple rear to the bus. There's no rear window. You've got the number there, the X56. What does that say? Something? Optare. It says Optare on the back. You've got the number plate there. Won't focus. Camera won't focus. Very small. And then on the engine compartment, you've got the National Trust. Very nice detailing to the light cluster. You've got the indicator light, the brake light, and the fog lights. And on this side, you've got the reverse light. Only on one side, strangely enough. Only on one side. And you've got two small position lights as well, either side of the engine door. Coming round then to the passenger side. Just the same shenanigans really. It says exactly the same. Only of course you've got the entry doors here. Door release button, only to be used in emergencies, or preferably only used by the driver. And there's the front indicator light. I'll tell you what they remind me of. Like this shape to like the front of the window. Ooh, watch the mirror. The shape to the front of the window. They remind me of the carriages of the monorail at Birmingham Airport. There's a monorail that goes from the airport terminal to Birmingham International Railway Station. And the front windows on the carriages are curved like this. And yeah, it really does remind me, and the front of the bus as well in ways. Like the huge curved front window really does remind me of those monorail carriages at Birmingham. Just saying, you got nice entry doors there. I'm presuming quite wide entry. when the doors are open. And then, of course, we can see inside the bus. Even the seats are green. Look at that, green and red. Oh, shame about the driver's seat. He's just got a boring old grey chair. Never mind. There's just a little bit more window wiper detailing. Look, very, very fine detailing on the wipers there. Well, yeah, just a little look inside for you. Obviously, not many passengers, between 20, maybe 30 passengers. And also, what I've noticed, unlike my Travel West Midlands model of the Solo, the windows on this are not tinted, whereas on the Travel West Midlands one, they were. In fact, when I first got it, I thought that the windows were just like completely blacked out. But when I held it up to the light, I could see through them ever so slightly. They were translucent, but these are actually fully transparent. You can see right through them. Oh wow! I've just noticed that on the roof. I'll show you that. Even the little the sun vent, or the sunroof, or whatever you call that. Even that's transparent. That's really good. I tell you what, I'm glad I went for this one now. Any underfloor detailing? You can see just the standard chassis design, where it gives it its structural integrity. If that's the right word to use, you know what I mean. Gives it its structural support. And again, you've got the double wheels. So I had a bit of fluff on my arm, probably from that Santa hat. You got the double wheels there. Exhaust at the back, just a mono exhaust there. Not sure where the fuel tank would be. I didn't actually see a fuel tank thing. Maybe it was on the passenger side. Oh, unless that's it there. Is that it? Maybe that's it there. By the driver's compartment. Yeah, I think it is actually. It's not the driver door. It's the fuel cap. Right. Well, I think it is time to place her down on what we call the road, and we'll have a good look at her. Now, we'll bring the camera forward slightly because she's only small. Whoop, and I went and dropped you, sorry. There you go, let's push her forward a bit. There we go, look at that. There she is, driving down to Drytham Park. You can have a nice view of her. Now, what I've started doing with all my model bus unboxings now is I do a little bit of research on the make and model of the bus, and I just find it's a little bit interesting towards the end of the video just to have a little read. So I've got 4 very small paragraphs about the Optare Solo, which I thought you might like to hear. It'll just give you something to listen to while you're visualising and having a good overall look at the model. So here we go. The Optare Solo was a low-floor midibus or minibus with 1 or 2 doors, manufactured by Optare in the United Kingdom since 1998. The Solo name is a play on its low-floor status, the manufacturer marketing its vehicles as having an entrance that is so low. From the floor. Sorry, I lost where it was. So low from the floor. 8 inches to be precise. With kneeling suspension. In January 2012, Optare announced the end of production for the original Solo design, with a modified Solo SR taking over. The original innovative design, featuring a front axle ahead of the entrance door, gained a Millennium Product Award along with the Queen's Award for Enterprise. 3,857 original Solo models were built between 1998 and 2012, and as of April 2017, almost 1,500 Solo SRs have been built. The Solo is an integral minibus built in a modular design with a steel frame and GRP panels. It was powered by a Mercedes-Benz OM904LA engine, which produced 122 British horsepower. Later, the option of a Cummins ISBE or an MAN engine was also available. The Solo was available in various lengths: 7.8 metres, 8.5 metres, 9.2 metres and 9.9 metres. In January 2012, Optare sadly announced the end of production for the original model Solo design after 14 years. The Optare Solo was retired in favour of the new look 2012 Optare Solo SR design for the UK and export markets. So there you go, nothing much there, just a little bit of reading. But I just thought it was, it's something to, it's something to listen to, isn't it, while you're having a look at the model. And I've just got to say that it's just an absolutely incredible model. It really, really is. I'm so happy with it. I'll be glad to see the back of that Travel West Midlands one, to be honest. I've just fallen in love with this one straight away. I just love the livery. I just love everything about it. It's got transparent windows, a transparent whatever that thing is in the roof, a sunroof. I suppose there is a name for it. I'll have to ask my dad. I'll have to say, what are them clear things called on the roof of single-decker buses? Not a sunroof, that's what you get in a car. No, I'm not even going to try and guess because I don't know. But basically, that's transparent, the windows are transparent. It's just incredible. And I just love the livery. It's, it's not the brightest of buses, but it's certainly a nice colour scheme. It's really a nice colour scheme, and it's nice that it's advertising something that's well known, because the National Trust do. I was going to say do, but I thought I better not because you'll pull me up on it. The National Trust do a brilliant job of protecting these areas, parks and woodlands and forests and whatever else they protect. So it is nice that they are sponsoring, a bus company, and they're actually operating a bus company on behalf of them to take the passengers down to Drython Park. So, it's always nice, isn't it? It's nice to have something different. And this will certainly look good in my collection. So I'll just give you a quick shot of the front of her again. There she is. Lovely girl. Yeah, that's how I talk about buses. It's not an it. They're not its to me, they're she's or hers. They're her. They're my girls. But yeah, really nice. Really, really nice bus. I was debating for a while whether to get this or not. But I thought, I need to. I can't let it go. I need to buy it. So, temptation got the better of me and I just ordered it. And here she is. Just another quick look at the back for you. I keep thinking that I've broken one of these mirrors. I haven't. Need to be careful. Quite sturdy, actually, these Solos. I mean, I wouldn't suggest you throw it at the wall and see whether the mirrors stay intact, because obviously I don't think they would. And I ain't throwing them at these walls. Not after my mum spent so long painting them. But there you go. There you go. Another wonderful model, and I can honestly say that I'm 100% satisfied with this. It's much better than I ever dreamed of it being. You know, considering it's so small, I just absolutely love them. I love them, and I've ridden on an Optare Solo quite a few times. I've also ridden on the new Solos as well, but you can't beat a classic, can you? You can't beat a classic. And I think my dad drove one once as well, when he very first became a bus driver years ago. Years and years ago, when he was based at Lee Hall Garage. I think they had one or two Solos. He only drove it on the odd occasion, not very often. Not very often at all he'd drive it. But he has driven one, and apparently he didn't like it. He said he didn't like it. Well, I've ridden on them. I think they're pretty cute. They're quite nippy. They're quite nifty. You know, and they're not too uncomfortable either, in my opinion. But anyway, that's enough of me yapping. But I will just end the review by saying I'm 100% satisfied. I'm not trying to put an act on or anything. I am generally pleased with this model. And sadly, we have to bring it to a close. I mean, I could sit here and talk all night to you about it, but I'm not going to. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget, give a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave a comment in the comments section. It's always nice to hear from you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you. And I hope you do enjoy the content that I provide. Don't forget to try and share the channel for me as well. Try and get me some more subscribers. And until the next video, whenever that may be, or whatever that may be, I generally don't know. But whatever it is and whenever it is, I will see you then. In the meantime, take care, stay safe, stay strong, stay happy, and I will bid you farewell.